You know she's getting filled by some black stud. You know there's some black fucking bull that's just filling her with cock meat, giving her the real fuck she deserves. Some big black bull just filling her with cock meat.
All right, Chad, how we doing? How are we doing tonight? Oh, man. That's right. Boogie's wife was some big black bull. It's never going to stop being funny to me. If I had a professional show, like if I was doing this for a living, I would license that clip out from Boogie. I would officially license it to open my show every day. Who's messaged me? It never fails. You go live, a million people message you. Who's messaging me? It's a British James. Thought maybe he was just going to be like, oh, your mic's hot. That's right, chat. More Retchloff. I'm spoiling you. So you should spoil me with all sorts of super chats. All sorts of super chats. Because we have got some cringe tonight. Some serious cringe. So we might watch some Davis. I hear the Sigma Supreme channel put up a lot of clips. And he's still hosting, or he's still got that fucking chick he's trying to bang co-hosting with him. I don't want to watch Owen Benjamin. Y'all really would have to cough up the super chats to make me watch Owen Benjamin, and not doing it. That said, though, we do have something to start with. We have our good buddy, the great theologian of our day, Roosh V. He's under attack. He's under attack, folks. I don't know if you're aware of this. Okay, but this is serious. All right? It's not laughing funny time right now. Okay, this is serious. Roosh is under attack. We need to stand with him, okay? He is under attack. Google attacked him with sexy ads while he was live streaming. This is serious, folks, okay? This is serious, okay? So we're going to hear from the man himself. Because we need to hear this. So he was live streaming. He was trying to set right the moral fabric of our great nation. And Google viciously attacked him. They tempted him like the devil tempting Jesus in the garden of... what was the garden's name? I don't remember the garden's name. But you get the point. Okay, this is serious. All right. I can't remember the garden's name off the top of my head. But that's not important. All right. So, let's hear it from Roosh himself here.
And again, these ads, I'm telling you, these is really bothering me because now, what is this? They're giving me pornographic ads. Look, you are a witness. Do you see
heard
that?
of Jesus?
Look, I think we need to move this up here. Spicy Weasel donates $2 and says this is so we won't have to watch Owen Benjamin. Okay, good. Are you hear that? If you want me to watch Owen Benjamin, you got to at least outbid Spice Weasel. All right, it's got to be at least $2.01. No, I'm selling myself short. It's got to be at least $2.02 if you want me to watch Owen Benjamin. But please don't. The garden of whatever, Beckloff Biden, exactly. It's the garden of the thing. Beckloff opinion on John MacArthur. I don't really know enough about John MacArthur to have an opinion, so I'm the wrong guy to ask. But anyways, we got to get to this investigation. So as you can see, they are assaulting Roosh with pornographic ads. You're seeing this, right? That is a woman in her underwear. That is the definition of pornography. I don't know if you knew this. But they are assaulting this man. Okay, this is a conspiracy. And I believe it goes all the way to the top of Alphabet. They are sending this man porn. What's the clip where the little boy was like, "It scared me so much my pants fell off"? Yeah, this ad scared Roosh so much his pants fell off. Okay, this is not funny, people. All right. It scared him so much his pants fell off. Let's hear some more. We need to be up to date on this situation. In fact, I'm going to back up a little. I'm going to make sure we don't miss anything here.
What is this? They're giving me pornographic ads. Look, you are a witness. Do you?
You're a witness. All of you are a witness. My 19 people of my mighty audience, you are a witness to this. You're witnessing this, okay? They are sending Roosh pornographic ads, because that is, once again, a woman in her underwear. Definition of pornography. Ask anybody. They are sending this poor man pornographic ads, and it frightened him so much his pants fell off, okay? This is serious.
See that? It's like a woman in a bikini. I swear, I do not shop for this kind of stuff. This is disgusting. Why are they showing me this stuff?
Why are they showing you this? You know, that's an excellent question, Roosh. And I'm wondering, I'm wondering if maybe we should call Scooby and the gang and get to the bottom of this. But down in the comments, we have a theory. Bro, it's because you started the podcast by showing doctors in bikinis. You Googled bikinis. So that's one theory. One theory is that, you know, these ads are based on your search history. And if you were to Google bikini, these algorithms might think perhaps you're interested in purchasing bikinis and show you ads for bikinis. But really, that's a likely story. Okay, I think we all know that the real thing that went on here is Alphabet, which is of course run by Satan himself. Although that part's not actually all that satirical. That's damn near reality. But they wanted to stop Roosh because they knew this man is tirelessly trying to restore the social fabric of this great nation. In the chat, I am witness to those feed fakes. But
I cannot escape from the nudity, from the
nudity. He can't escape from the nudity. As you can see, a woman in her underwear is, of course, the definition of nudity, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. And this poor man here, this poor, humble servant of God, cannot escape from it. It's a tragedy, really.
sexual immorality. Look, you are...
Once again, I reiterate, wearing underwear is sexually immoral. Any Bible scholar will tell you that.
A witness. You are a witness to what they are doing to you. They are showing nudity advertisements.
And look at this. Look at this. This is even more shameful. Then it switches to fully clothed women. See, that's more insidious, all right? They're being more subtle about it, and thus more evil.
X. Report this ad.
Exactly,
That's what I'm
Bruce. You fight the power.
Ad was inappropriate.
It was very inappropriate. I'm offended.
Gosh.
I know. Gosh darn it.
This and for those of you who say turn off the ads, the problem is when I do that, then I'm trying to show you an article and all the pop-ups. You are searching without ads. You better turn off your ad block. So I'm doing again. Did it just come back again?
It did. It did. Now some might say that that's because you waited for it to cycle to the other ad and then reported that ad because you're a blistering moron. A blithering moron. I'm a blistering moron too. But some might say that that's what happened there, Roosh. But the reality is that it just came back up for no reason. It's not that you waited for the other ad to come up and then you reported it, and thus it reverted back to the original ad in the cycle of ads that were running through that spot. No. What had happened was that Roosh, in his frightened and pantsless state, could not be expected to click on the right ad. No one could have expected him to click the correct ad and report the correct ad, and not just report the ad for sweatpants instead of the ad for bikinis like he was mad at. Obviously, in his frightened pantsless state, he was not going to be able to do that. Who could expect him to?
Who is doing this?
Who is doing this indeed?
Someone is playing. Someone hacked me.
Someone hacked him. You heard it here first, folks. Someone hacked him. Someone hacked him and probably hacked his pants and started Google searching for bikinis. All right? You heard it here first, folks. Someone hacked this poor man. Some devil-worshipping sodomite, probably, we can assume, hacked this poor man and forced him to look at bikinis. It's fucking shameful is what it is.
Someone hacked me and is sending me Google ads of women who are black. I mean, that's how you know it's not a targeted ad. That's all I got. Okay, stream is done. Here, more. Awkward beach photos will have you in tears. No. Yeah, in tears of repentance.
Yes.
You click an X and it
we all know the beach is a thing.
It's going to click the big X. Take that.
Yeah. You fight the power.
Google is evil, man. Google is trying to tempt me, trying to make me go back to the life of sin. I'm getting tired.
It's like I believe the poet Dr. Dre once said, y'all gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me. You know, this man is a joke. This man is a fucking joke. Oh. Who is fucking messaging me? People just texting the fuck out of me, man. Well, that's not even a text. It's fucking Dr. Mario World letting me know they have an update. I really gotta uninstall that off my phone. It's a typical mobile game. You get like 3 levels in. And then it's then the learning curve shoots up and it wants you to buy shit. But yeah, look, we saw poor Roosh being viciously attacked by Google, trying to tempt him with women in bikinis. I'm offended. I don't know about you.
3 levels in.
Oh. But yeah, I'm offended, guys. I'm offended for him. I suppose there's some more we could watch. Well, here's a little tidbit, a little nugget of wisdom from Roosh. So this is off an article. 15 signs you're a dopamine slave. And number 10 is you love international travel. And he says, I would place international travel right underneath sex when it comes to the intensity of dopamine release. And since travel can aid in actual sex, it's no surprise they go hand in hand. I heard of one man who was so addicted to both he would travel to a foreign country Spend all this time there trying to fornicate with women and then write a sex guide about it so other men can do the same. What a dummy. Okay, it's kind of funny. You've probably noticed the act of travel has become normalized. Normalized to the point where something is wrong with you if you dislike it. Ask someone what their hobbies are and they will always include travel in their response. It's a normie activity because it's easy and reliable way to release dopamine. The solution to the sin of travel, by the way, is embrace the place of your birth and remain there. Chances are you've already traveled more than most humans who have ever lived. I've also washed my ass more than most humans who have ever lived. I mean, but I don't intend to stop doing that. If you really need to go somewhere, visit a national park and let the mountain air revigorate you. So there we go. A little negative wisdom. Little negative wisdom there is traveling is a sin. Traveling is a sin. What else we got? We have an article, moderation is a myth, and it shows a woman drinking because, of course, no one can drink in moderation. It's not like the sinless Christ, both drank in moderation and encouraged others to do so, to the point of literally performing a miracle so that others could drink. So there we have it. Roosh was hacked. Google hacked him. So that because they wanted to keep the people from seeing articles on how drinking coffee is a sin or traveling is a sin. They don't want that. They don't want that hot take getting out there. So they hacked him with pictures of women in sweatpants. That's what he reported. So I assume that's what he had the problem with. Fucking idiot. That man is amazingly hollow, too. There's just no there. There's nothing to that man. All this fucking pseudo-religion shit he's adopted it's the same as the game. It's just something that he's adopted to make himself feel fucking superior. So, how long have we been going on? About half an hour. I think now we're gonna watch a little bit of our good buddy Rooney. You know what? Let's not do the clips. I say we dive right into his latest fucking stream. And he has the same co-host as last time, so you know it's going to be good. All right. So let's go ahead and fire this up.
And just to clarify, folks, I did not quit smoking. I quit buying cigarettes.
He's right back on the cigarettes. We only buy them, so it's okay. It's okay, I'm a parasite as well as a drug addict. So that makes it better. All right, Davis, I got you. And by the way, look, I'm not even throwing stones at you if you smoke. Because Lord knows I have my faults and I have my vices. But acknowledge it for what it is. You're a drug addict. Okay? It would be an incredibly painful thing for you to quit. The only thing that separates you from the guy that sucks dick in the alley for heroin is that you don't have to suck dick for cigarettes. But one look at a prison will tell you that most smokers would if that's what they had to do. So.
Okay, convince them of that, please. Yes, because I didn't buy it.
I know I was meeting up with Base Jew earlier, and he gave me he had a pack of cigarettes. Now they're not even good cigarettes, okay?
But they're cigarettes.
I gotta show you these things. These things are hilarious. These are players. Oh wait, no, these are Playfarers. It's like the same logo as the Player cigarettes. Playfarers.
They must be much cheaper than the players.
These are the knockoffs. They
no.
kind of taste like burning hair.
But it's good.
But you're still smoking them. Oh, God, you. These are disgusting, and he'll probably smoke like 40 of. He will smoke that whole pack in this stream. I would damn near bet money that he would smoke that whole pack in this stream.
Enough, like you just want to smoke it, even if it tastes that way?
And he poured in a storm.
Wow. Okay.
So I've actually mostly quit. I wasn't hankering for these, but if he's gonna bring them by, and you know, got the beautiful drinky drink right here, why not?
Well, I mean, if he's just going to offer to give me cigarettes in exchange for sucking his dick, I mean, you know. God, Davis.
So let's get the tablet going. Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to set the clock on my car radio, so I thought it was an hour ago.
Fucking wow. God damn. Oh, man. This man's show is almost a treasure.
And we were just outside. We were discussing things. I thought we were talking about OGD.
Oh, we talked about that, but in the context of relationship.
ODD?
And then Sister F pointed out that, oh, geez, it's just about time. Like, what are you talking about? We got an hour left. Oh, no, it is time to go. Also, I do not currently have a Twitter because you're not allowed, you endanger children for criticizing pedophiles on Twitter, according to those people.
Well, I mean, Davis, in all fairness to Twitter, if you didn't dress like one, they wouldn't have been so confused.
It's like we've got, is that Josh the Lego dude? No, it's Crafty Crayfish. Glad to have you.
I freely admit I stole that joke from fucking Porcelain. He said he dresses like a pedophile. I lost my shit. He's got more of an 80s pedophile vibe going on now, though, with the Hawaiian shirt there.
And, I don't know, none of these devices tell me how many people are...
By the way, before he whines, I am not insinuating Davis is a pedophile. I have no evidence to believe that. Just saying, the fashion sense sometimes screams windowless fan. That's all I'm saying.
I should go back to using the browser window, because the browser window did tell you how many people were listening. You'd think the app...
Chet says, does his car not have an owner's manual? Well, you know, it might not, because I'm sure he got it used. Sometimes you don't always still have the owner's manual when you get a used car. That said, though, come on, the owner's manual, that's fucking cheating. You're supposed to figure it out. You know, it's like playing a video game. You don't just go right to the fucking cheat. You don't just go immediately on fucking GameFAQs or something. Or back in the day, you know, you go right to the cheat book. No, you try and sort it out first. Ugh.
You'd think it'd be better than the browser window. I might just go back to using the browser window. I guess I can comment on here, but I guess I don't really comment during these streams. I reply to you guys. There, we got Bispy. Glad to have you, man. And, yeah, checklist diagnoses.
Okay.
I'll tell you what the problem. I'll tell you the problem. There's one problem with the modern world.
What?
You're not in charge.
You summarize that in one problem?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay.
I'm clever like that.
Okay, you're a clever boy. Tell us.
So, these days, we got all these kids graduating school, graduating like architect, engineer, whatever. We got automotive engineers that don't know how to change their own oil.
Yeah.
They've got zero on-hand experience.
Well, that's a wonderfully boomer take, but I am legitimately already bored. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna check out some clips because Argent has been kind enough to clip this fucking train wreck. Okay, so we got a few here. We got, by his own definition, Arini is a millennial. Let's see. Simp calls co-host based. And Retchloff continues to live rent-free in Arini's head. That's one thing. Looks like the recent clips, so we'll watch those. They're short little things, and we'll move on to something else. I don't know. We'll find something else. Kind of boring. All right, so this is, by his own definition, Arini is a millennial.
Oh, it's not that. It's a bunch of things. We can keep going back through history, but the point is that millennials are a bunch of useless wusses, and they're not. You can't even train them, right? You can't even train them to remove a black scuff mark from a panel in a subway.
What you're saying is that you can train them, it just takes a little longer.
No, they'll cry and they'll quit, and their parents will come complain if you try and treat them like an adult.
Then also the boomers are a problem then.
Oh, yeah, they all need a punch in the face.
Okay.
But I was thinking specifically in regards to the DSM-5.
Yeah, imagine being unemployable like that. All right, so we got Simp calls Harpy co-host based. She has no idea what it means.
One says based co-host. Do you know based?
She's not based.
It's like the right-wing version of woke. It's like you're based. You're very stable. You've got a good foundation on things.
Okay.
She
Cobb agrees. He says, that's right, what she said. Leftists broke down the family structure and rebuilt it.
Okay. And then we got Retchloff continues to live rent-free in Arini's head.
Anonymous Bosch. The painting right there.
It's from another one, I guess.
You live in a really weird room. What do you think? Is this a weird room?
I don't think it is, but okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's this comment?
Well, I don't have video game characters all over the place. I've got sword and a plague doctor mask and classic artwork and Asian martial arts. But yeah, it is kind of weird.
Didn't have those wretched video game characters everywhere. All right. Let's see. Found the exact whiskey he's drinking. It's Weiser Special Blend, $13.29 online. That seems really cheap for whiskey. I don't really drink a lot of whiskey, but that seems really cheap for a bottle of whiskey. So he says, even I pay more for whiskey and I get store brand crap. Yeah, I like I said, that seems kind of fucking cheap to me. Yeah, I'm not going to run my mouth off and say I definitely know that's cheap, but it feels a little cheap. All right, well, it's Friday night, folks. And Davis is boring, and we've already exhausted Roosh. And I sure as fuck don't want to watch Owen Benjamin. So, that might just leave us with one option for some goofy fucking cringe to watch. And that's the fine folks at Wood Rocket. So check out what's going on at good old Wood Rocket. Let's see. We're gonna find some good shit here. Bad fan experiences. That one might be fun. Let's see. All right. So he says you're going to take callers. You know what? We can take callers. We can do that. All right. So, tell you what, folks. If you want to call in, why don't you message me on the Skype's there, the Beckloff. Or if you're on Discord, if you're in the Discord, you can message me there. And if you're not in the Discord, well, you should be in the fucking Discord, because the Discord's awesome. So, tell you what. I'm going to throw a link to the Discord in the chat. Hang on a second, folks. So let me just get this into the chat. Nope, that's the wrong fucking link. I thought I copied it. Alright folks, there, right there in the chat. And there'll obviously be a delay, but if you're in the chat you'll see it already. Little link to the Discord. So you can message me there, or you can message me on the Skypes, which I should see the Beckloff on there, or on the Discord. All right. Let's see. So, we got some stuff we're gonna watch here. We're going to watch a little bit of Wood Rocket. Let's get back into the Windows Capture.
My butt.
My butt?
My butt.
My ass. Wow, okay, so that's a very known topic.
I'm going to describe my butt.
I like big butts, I cannot lie.
Any girl's gonna have a butt. You just twitch it out. It's called booty toot. To describe
This woman is a fucking disaster. Who is jacking off to her?
my butt.
I like big butts, I cannot lie.
Any girl's gonna have a butt. You just twitch it out. It's called booty tooch. It's just like arch it out, you know. They call me Asian girl with a Latin butt. I try to do a lot of squat because a lot of Asian don't have a butt. So I try to do a lot of squats so it has a nice bubbly. I wouldn't say it's the biggest butt, but it has a nice bubbly butt.
I'm from Idaho, so I would tell you I have a tater booty.
My butt is fucking bubbly and firm and large.
No, not this again.
It is an apple butt. It's very round and circular.
Since high school, I've always had like a big ass and everything, and people have pointed it out, but I didn't really get to it. You know, it didn't really click in my head up until like college days, and then I was like, okay, I might be able to do something with this ass. And then I learned how to throw that ass back. It looks like two big squishy, like, you know, the stress balls, kind of, but like without like anything in it except for like clouds.
My butt is like a nice soft little marshmallow cloud.
It's voluptuous.
Alright, so let's be honest. I gained a lot of weight recently. But it's all gone towards my butt. Like every time I'm on set, they're like,
God, this is actually boring. This one's legitimately fucking boring. I never thought a Wood Rocket video would be that. Of all the things I would expect a Wood Rocket video to be, boring is not one of them. But that one, I'll be damned, I'm fucking bored. So let's go ahead and take some callers, and then maybe we'll watch some more Wood Rocket. Let's go ahead and get this all set up. lordy. I just, wow, a wood rocket video. I should send it to Roosh. It's anti-arousing. Yeah, exactly. I guess they can't all be gross, Chad. Somebody says that redhead is good, though. I'd like to see more of her apple butt. Yeah, she's quite nice. It's amazing. It really does amaze me how most of the girls in those videos are terrible, but there's two standouts usually in each one, but like 2 or 3, but man, most of them are just a fucking wreck. Okay, so do we got our caller in here?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, not too bad. How are you?
Not bad. All right, what's on your mind, caller?
Not much. Just finished another week of wage cucking.
Well, that's nice.
You want to shoot the shit?
I on the other hand did not, because my box factory is I'm beginning to think going out of business, but they've got way too many shutdowns here lately. So send them super chats, folks. Send them fucking super chats, because I need them this week. So you haven't been traveling, have you? Because that's a sin, of course.
Oh, well, I sent my kid away to stay with my in-laws for a week, and that required about 4 hours of travel. So
well, you've just doomed his soul.
I have. I need to go to the priest and confess my sins.
God, what a fucking maniac. What the hell happened to that man? Actually, I shouldn't even say what the hell happened. He's always been that hollow. I just didn't really notice.
It's just amazing the parallels between his newfound Air Fingers quote religion and what he was 3 years ago.
He is a trad for the same reason he's a pickup artist, and that's to feel superior to people. It's that exact same thing, and that's why he's always got to up the game on how trad he is. Like he was like about a couple months ago, he was pretending he wanted to be a mountain man. He used a wheelbarrow for the first time at the age of 40. And he was going to be a mountain man and live in the mountains, and for whatever reason that didn't pan out. Now he's living in his mom's apartment. I guess the wheelbarrow, he figured out moving it was a sin for some reason. I don't know.
Well, you have to you have to pick it up from behind, and maybe that reminded him of his pickup artist days for some reason.
Oh, God. Why is Google sending me these ads? Why didn't the ad go away when I clicked X on the other ad? It's the devil.
Next thing you know, he's gonna throw holy water on his screen.
I gotta find that clip. Where's that? I want to find that clip of the boy who was like caught watching porn. He was saying to his mom his pants fell off or something.
Oh,
that's fucking
Roosh. I know what
Roosh.
you're talking about.
I'm almost tempted to like find that clip and then like put it in the fucking comments.
Should have that as a super chat. The audio.
Oh, jeez. Why? What? Oh, can I find the fucking... Mom, it was a virus. That's the one.
That's the one.
Well, I probably would. I'd kind of like to see the people I don't like.
Yeah.
Friend, you...
And all of a sudden, I was downloading this thing, and I got a computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I deleted the virus.
I randomly deleted it. I already deleted it.
Oh, God. And then my pants fell off because I was scared. It's what was the guy Medicare? What was the guy Medicare cover? The Kurt Eichenwald. What he was like?
Yeah,
I accidentally found hentai tentacle porn or something.
Like he had to show it to his family to prove that it existed.
A typical day when you show your kids tentacle porn. Well, you said you're a father. I'm sure you've had to have the talk about tentacle porn.
They're not quite old enough for that yet, but
they're getting there.
I'm
We're
dreading
getting there.
the day when No, I'll just have no. They just have to see the.
Well, you see, son, when a schoolgirl and an octopus demon are very much in love. Oh God!
Probably gonna end up showing that Netflix movie that everyone's been talking about.
Oh yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, you seen Cuties?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to see Cuties." Like, I don't. At a certain point, I almost don't care. Like, part of me feels like I'm just getting baited into a response. Like, it's just an endless cycle of I'm supposed to pull up my torches and pitchforks and shit. It's like I get tired. I'm tired of it.
I canceled my Netflix before they even started their streaming service. So
I don't know. I got Netflix because I finally talked the old man into giving up the cable. He had actually moved to satellite at that point, but I'm like, come on, man, it's nothing on the fucking TV. And so, we still got the internet, but then, like, as opposed to paying, like, well over $200 for the fucking, satellite, we got, like, a shitload of streaming services, and I think, like, only 4 of them are paid. Like, there's a lot of free streaming services even. They have ads and shit, but oh well. And it's like less than $40, Yeah, and I got the Netflix on there because honestly, it's got a fucking good selection of shows, and I like some of the original shit. So okay, yeah, it's fine. It's got the fucking creepy shit on it. I don't even care anymore. It's like it's so exhausting. It reaches a point where it's like I can't always just fucking care. Like if that's all it was, fine. But it's like, okay, I just want to watch fucking reruns of Star Trek. Okay, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, wish I could get my wife to cut the cord, but she won't. I mean, usually I can call, the cable company and get them to, either put me on the promotional rate, which, cuts you down, or they'll upgrade you to the next highest internet speed tier. So it's, I'm paying well under $200 a month for, internet and TV, and that includes multiple boxes and the cloud storage, watch on your phone or tablet.
You broke up there for a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I was saying it's usually I can get the cable company to offer whatever the new customer promotional price is if you threaten to cancel, or get them to bump you up on an internet speed tier, and it I'm well under $200 a month for internet and TV with multiple boxes, and the stream the shows you record onto your phone or whatever.
Yeah, I got I got 2 Rokus, one for each of the TVs in the house, and I just like the things I'm subscribed to. I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got DC Universe, which I'm like apparently one of 9 people that fucking have that, because that's apparently got terrible fucking ratings. What's the other one? Disney Plus. I got the Disney Plus. Mandalorian's really fucking good, and I don't even really like Star Wars. Like, most Star Wars is shit. But damn, Mandalorian's really fucking good.
Yeah, no, I just have YouTube Premium and Amazon.
I'm thinking of getting the Amazon just for the shipping deals, and I wouldn't mind watching The Boys. And there's a few other things on there I wouldn't mind watching. And I don't know, maybe YouTube Premium. I don't know. I got the YouTube on there, and it's like the ads are annoying, but are they annoying enough that I don't want to, that I want to subscribe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of the ads is nice, but for me, it's like I download, your show. If I can't catch it live, I'll download it onto my phone and just listen to it whenever. So that's nice to have.
But I mean, I vastly prefer it, and my dad was whining. Typical boomer. He's like, "Where's the local news? Where do I find the local news?" And I'm like, "Look, we are blessed to live somewhere where there is no local news. Okay, like there's local news, obviously, but there's nothing that they talk about. It's like they cover what high school sports team won. Like there's nothing that fucking happens around here. All right, and I'm glad I don't want to live somewhere where the news is interesting." But at the same time, it's like we're going to catch the weather, and it's like I just pull out my phone and I bing local weather in like 2 seconds, and I'm like, "There's your 5-day forecast," And I didn't waste 20 minutes telling you about high pressure fronts in Nebraska.
No, I live in the, let's just say the Chicago metro area, so I get that fun on the news.
Napoleon's all like, premium is worth it. Don't be an ad peasant. I have the basic Hulu package, and I actually think I'm going to bump up to premium just because every once in a while when the ad, like, clicks on and off, it fucks up the picture a little bit. Like, the picture loads so that I'm looking at the top right corner of the fucking picture. Like, I'm looking at a fourth of it, like, zoomed in. And I'm like, God damn it. Every once in a while that happens on ads. And I'm just like, I'm about ready to just get rid of the fucking ads.
That's the plan all along.
There's a show on Hulu called Crossing Swords. And it's like a stop motion. It's sort of like stop motion, like a Robot Chicken. And it's like this medieval comedy. And all the toys in this stop motion thing look like those like Fisher Price Little People dolls.
Oh,
you know, they're like the little pegs that go, you know, they all look like that. And the show's fucking hilarious. Like, I caught like the first 5 or 6 episodes. And it's just, you know, it's your typical Adult Swim, you know, raunchy animated shit. You know, it's nothing that's fucking brilliant. It's just funny, you know?
Yeah.
But it's better than 90% of what's on regular fucking television.
Yeah. I thought about getting the package. Was it Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN? And the only reason I would even think about getting ESPN is because sometimes they'll stream. I mean, I watch a lot of hockey.
I almost got that too, and I was going to do that just for hockey, but it's like, I honestly just got lazy. Like, I'm sitting there and I would have saved like $1 or something compared to just Hulu and Disney, and I'm trying to do it on the Roku, and I can't find like the deal on the Roku, and it's like, go online and set it up on your computer, and then plug it into the Roku, and I was like, nah. I just got fucking lazy. I'm not going all the way across the room to do this. Fuck you.
It sounds like something I would do.
That's all the way on the other side of the room. Kiss my ass. I don't watch hockey that much anyways. I'll just catch the highlights on YouTube. It's fine.
Well, that's just it. They put the 10-minute replays on YouTube. It's like, that's all you need.
Unless you have people over, I can't really imagine watching a sports game live.
Oh.
Like, it's fun if you got a bunch of people over, but I mean, I'm a guy that likes fucking hockey, and nobody gives a shit about hockey, you know?
Oh, see, my dad got me hooked on it, so we'd watch together.
Hockey and basketball I started liking in the 90s just because it was like the only sports that my fucking ADD mind could pay attention to. Because I don't really give much of a shit about sports in the first place, and most of them are so fucking slow. Yeah. Like baseball, it's more exciting to watch the grass on the field grow. Football is insanely slow. I don't know how everyone acts like football is this high octane fucking spectacle when like it takes 80 minutes to play 8 minutes of game.
Have you ever seen Razorfist spurg out about baseball?
Oh God, yes. He's like, oh, it's the thinking man sport. I'm like,
it's a chess match on a field.
It's like, no, it's not. It's a fucking little boys game. Like little boys, it's a fucking child's game.
Unlimited salaries and everything they're doing, and like, you know, 3 teams are wiped out by coronavirus. It's funny.
Yeah, he's like covering MLB The Show, and it's like it's an RPG. I'm like, Jesus. Sometimes, man, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
The funniest thing I ever saw was Pro Jarrett one year for like April Fools. He did like that year's Madden, and he like reviewed it like it was an RPG. It's fucking hilarious. Like he'd never heard of football either. Like just never flat out heard of it. It's fucking hilarious. And he's like talking about the numbering. He's like, it's really weird. It starts with 92 and then then jumps all the way to 2000. And then there's this offshoot of 64 that was only on the N64. So he says, I can't stand when people get into hockey in their late 20s. Well, I didn't really get into hockey in my late 20s. I mean, Fuck, I was like 12 or 11 or something when I first went to a hockey game. I saw the Capitals the one year. And up around here, the Hershey Bears are really popular in like the minor league hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Which, at least for a while, they were like the team in the minor league hockey. Like they were just dominated minor league hockey.
Yeah, I think they're the Capitals minor league team. I think.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they're more players end up going to the Capitals than even like the Flyers, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, no, that's well, it's not a vice, but you know, it's like it's like a non-geeky thing that I'm really geeky into, I guess.
I went through like I had a hair up my ass that I wanted to get like as many like retro hockey games as I could because it's retro sports games are dirt cheap. I think the expensive one I paid for was like NFL '94 was $10 instead of $5 like the rest of them.
Yeah.
I want to get Mutant League Hockey. That one's like $30 on the Genesis though, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I want to try and find a good deal on that.
Yeah.
But most of the regular NHL games are like dirt cheap.
Yeah, I didn't know they made a Mutant League Hockey. I know there was a football game.
Yeah, it was like a direct sequel to it. The same engine.
Yeah. And no, it was an NHL game for the PC, but it came with like, and also, you know, the Almanac for Back to the Future Part 2?
Mm-hmm.
It was like that, but with hockey, like dating back to the 60s, and had like all the stats up until whatever that was, like 1992.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having something like that.
Yeah.
There was a hockey player when I was first starting to get into it, and it was right around the time that Jim Carrey's career had blown up. Like right around the time of The Mask, there was a goalie named Jim Carrey. And his first season with the Capitals, he was a fucking wall, man. Like he just was one of the just like this amazing rookie goalie, and I think he traded to the Bruins the next year and just had like mediocre seasons after that. Like he had this amazing, like people were joking like he left his talent in fucking Washington or something. But like he was a fucking wall early on. Like he was just a brick fucking wall.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean I have a collection of pucks in my basement from the 90s when I think it's still the Hartford Whalers were still playing.
I got a jersey. It was the first year that like the Capitals switched to like this cool like eagle design instead of just the word Capitals with a hockey stick, and now it's like that. I sort of fell back into hockey. It's like now their logo looks like just it looks more like the early '90s logo than anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's coming back. So. Yeah, I'm waiting for them. Waiting for them to come for the Chicago Blackhawks next. They've already got the Indians and the Redskins.
Seasons are too long, man. Like fucking hockey is a winter sport, and it's like they're fucking doing the Stanley Cup in the summer. It just feels
season
wrong.
usually
It's
ends
like,
at the end of June. Yeah.
It's like you should be doing that in like March at the latest.
Mm-hmm. Although I gotta say, it's been nice watching it here in August.
All the major sports thing though, their seasons just kept stretching on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, baseball used to just be a summer thing, and it just stretched completely into the fall.
Yeah.
Football used to be considered a fall thing, and it'd be over in early winter. Like Super Bowl used to be in fucking January. Like I remember a couple years it was like mid-January, and now it's like mid fucking February.
Well, and now they're talking about adding an extra game to the season now, so it's like 17 weeks instead of 16. So now the Super Bowl is probably going to be at like the end of February.
Yeah, never. I just can't fucking watch football. I just have no fucking attention span for it. Like, it just takes fucking like most football that I've ever watched in my life has been me waiting for fucking Futurama to come on. Mm-hmm. Like that's most like oh god, when is this over? And it's like 3 minutes of gameplay, and it's like okay, well I guess Futurama will be on in 20 minutes then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you get the post-game show, which I used to bust on the sports guys for that. But in all fairness, that idiocy started to leak into, like, nerd shit. Like, they used to do, after an episode of The Walking Dead, and I was never really into The Walking Dead, but I was familiar with this. They did a show called The Talking Dead, in which a bunch of brain-dead celebrities talked about the show you just watched.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the most asinine shit to me. And I kind of understand that with some of the podcasters or geek guys and all, because that's like a much smaller thing and they have more of a connection with their audience, you know what I mean? And they interact with their audience through streaming and all. But imagine just watching some like brain dead fucking like elitist Hollywood motherfuckers be like, "Did you see that show? Yeah, I saw it." And like that, all the post game shows are like that. It's like, "Did you see when the guy threw the ball?" It's like, "Yeah, I saw that. It was 40 minutes ago. I remember."
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody says, if you want to watch an entire hockey game, go to a live game. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't have a great deal of interest in watching it like a whole game on TV unless I'm like doing other shit and have it on in the background.
Yeah, it's nothing beats the spectacle of a live game. And God, when the hell was it? In 2010, like my wife and I, we went to a dozen different games, and I had gone to LA for business, and you know, as part of the schmoozing thing, you know, the company that hosted, you know, they took us to an LA Kings game at the Staples Center, and you know, you get like the luxury box with all the food. It was pretty awesome.
When I lived in Pittsburgh for about a year, I lived basically like a block from the baseball stadium, like maybe 2 blocks, something like that. And my roommate, who had lived there a little longer than me, the one day it was like a Saturday, or I don't know when, it was some day on the weekend. I guess baseball does Saturdays, I don't know. But he was all like, come on, we're gonna get some free food. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, here, put this on. He's me a fucking baseball jersey, right? I'm like, I don't give a shit about baseball. He's like, I don't either, but we're gonna get some free food. We proceeded to walk through all these fucking tailgate parties, and people were just handing out like hot dogs and hamburgers and shit, and like just free food out the ass. Like I just, here's a hot dog, here's a soda, here's a hamburger. Everybody's just giving out free food. Now, I mean, this is early 2000s, so it might not be that friendly of a fucking atmosphere these days. Who knows? But just get free food. Just go Pirates. Yeah. Beat whoever we're playing. Give me that hot dog.
Yeah. Did you see what the guy did in that one game?
Did you see where he hit that ball with the stick? Am I getting the lingo right?
Did you see him hit the ball into the goal?
He scored many points that day.
Yes.
There was an Outback Steakhouse in the fucking like in the fucking stadium, and like there was tables and all that were like it had by this big window where you could watch the game, but you couldn't sit there if the game was going on unless you had a ticket. So like there was an area where you could see the thing going on, and if you had a ticket to the game, instead of just eating like hot dogs or something, you could go to Outback while you watch the game. But we went the one day when they weren't playing and all, and you could sit and just look out to the field. Like they let you sit there if the game wasn't going on.
Yeah.
I should have gone to a Penguins game when I was out there, but just didn't really have the money at that point. Because that's a pricey fucking thing to do, man.
Any sport is, yeah. I mean, you know, I know there's somewhere you can get certain deals, and depending on what teams you go to. But I mean, at least with hockey, if you go to like a non-traditional market, like if you go to a game in, say, you know, Florida or Dallas or something, I don't think it's not stupidly expensive.
It was probably that bad in Pittsburgh just because Pittsburgh was a very big sports town. Mm-hmm. Like, they were one of those towns that just gave a shit about all their sports.
Yeah, I've heard that, you know, that instead of, you know, tuxedos and wedding dresses, people wear Steelers uniforms to weddings.
Oh yeah, there were so many of those like sports memorabilia stores like all over the place out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I actually subscribe to a guy who does a sports channel. He lives, if not in Pittsburgh, in that area, and he he like rips on his own fan bases.
There's somebody in he pops up in my chat a lot, and he pops up on like other channels I watch a lot, but the channel's just called Raptors Post Game Show.
I've heard of that.
So I guess he just has a channel that's the team he likes or something. But yeah, he pops up in a lot of the like you see him in the Revenge of the Sis chat too a lot.
Yeah, I know Raptors is the basketball team in Canada.
Basketball is the other one I can actually watch, and I'm not even a fan, but like I've had roommates before that were big fans, and I'd watch it with them. It's just I at least have the attention span to watch a fucking basketball game because at least shit happens in it.
I only really have the attention span to watch like the last 6 minutes of it. I can't really get into the other however long it is.
I mean, I don't really care. Like, I don't follow it, but like I wouldn't mind following it. You know what I mean? Like again, if I had a roommate or something that was big into it, or a buddy was big into it, I'd watch it with him.
Yeah, I mean, I never really got into sports games at all, except for the hockey games I played in the '90s.
Oh yeah, video game wise, most of them are garbage, and they're the most disposable. Like, I mean, I guess it's not good if you want to play online because the online scene dries up. But I mean, if you want to play Madden, you can basically do it for free. You just dig last year's Madden each year out of the fucking dumpster at GameStop.
Yeah,
like. It's the most disposable form of fucking video game entertainment there is.
Although I have to say, I did like NFL Blitz back in the day, which is basically football with no, only the very basic rules, but you could like do whatever the hell you wanted to the other team. Like you could, horse tackle them, like lift them up in the air and body slam them.
I was a big fan of NBA Jam for sports games.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that really simple arcade style action for sports games I find the best. Like Blades of Steel on the NES. That's a fucking classic, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like they have like the plays you can pick, but it's like it never. just throw the ball and try and catch the guy who gets it. There's no skill involved. Just beat the hell out of everybody else.
Somebody says, I enjoy sports in the background, but not worth $60 a month, nor do I like bars much. Yeah, I'm not really a bar guy either.
No.
I've never been a bar guy. Like, sit at a bar at a nice restaurant where, there's not fucking loud, obnoxious, fucking noise in your ear. You can actually talk to somebody. That's nice, but go to a quote-unquote club or a bar. I've always hated that.
Yeah, no, I've never done that.
Somebody says the sports games made at the tail end of a console's run are worth money on eBay, like Madden 94 on the SNES. The only one I saw that I was looking for that was worth a lot of money, I should say a lot, like $30 online, $20 to $30, was NHL 2003 on the Game Boy Advance, because it was using the old NHL 94 engine, years after nobody else was using that. And I saw SNES Drunk did a video on it where he was like, just saying this exists if you like NHL 94. And I was like, oh, I'll check that out. And I look online, it's like $20, $30. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I'm digging through some Game Boy Advance games one day at my retro game store, and I see it for $1.99.
There you go.
Because they just assumed it's a sports game, throw it in there for almost all their sports games, they just throw in there for $1.99, unless it's like a Mario sports game or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's only, I think I've only ever seen one sports game that was ever truly valuable, and it was like NCAA basketball 2003, which was a GameCube exclusive.
I think I saw in Scott the Woz there was one that got canceled or something, but right before it got canceled, they made a few and threw them out in stores.
Yeah, they made like 1,000 copies, and a different channel I follow. He gets games to collect them. Like he has a complete Dreamcast set of like every Dreamcast game, but then he'll find rare stuff. And he found this particular sports game, and it was kind of the same thing with your hockey game in the clearance bin. It was on a shelf for $5. And it's
because most people would just because you don't always have time to check everything. You know what I mean? No. You're putting stuff out there, and a lot of people, they see a sports game, they're just like, oh God, throw it in the clearance bin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not gonna have time to check that. So they saw NHL 2003, and they didn't even bother looking. They were just like, oh, $1.99, throw it in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was literally this fucking like basket they pull out from, like, they have like the expensive ones behind glass and all, but then if you ask for it, they'll hand you this basket full of fucking unorganized Game Boy Advance games to dig through. Because they just have shitloads of them, just shocking quantities of them. Like, I'm digging through the Game Gear games, and I was like, guys, if and when you sell Game Gears, you should just give somebody Sonic 2. Because you have more copies of Sonic 2 in here than you will ever fucking move. Just give them to people when they buy Game Gears.
Yeah. Just increase the price of the bundle by $3.
Yeah, it just makes you look good, and you'll clear these fucking things out.
Yep.
The only one that gave me a game when I bought at that retro game store when I bought a system is when I got my NES, and this was like 2014 or 15 maybe. I got my NES, and they gave me Super Mario Duck Hunt with it, which I probably would have gotten anyways because it's fucking Mario 1. Of course, I'm getting that if I'm getting a NES.
Yeah.
I didn't get my Sega Genesis from them, so I don't know if they'd throw anything in there. I think they gave me Tetris when I got my Game Boy. I got a Game Boy Advance SP. I think they gave me Tetris. I can't remember.
Yeah, I actually got a Genesis for free from an ex-coworker of mine who was cleaning out his house. And he actually had the Ghostbusters game for the Genesis.
That's actually a little pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice game. It's one of the few good Ghostbusters games, aside from like the 09 one.
Yeah, well, it's because it was unique from the NES. I mean, AVGN did his.
Yeah, that game's garbage.
Yeah, I had the Commodore 64 version, which was pretty much the same as the NES release.
I remember an older cousin had the Atari 2600 version, which is again same gameplay, just shittier graphics. But oh man, most Atari games end with "fuck this game."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible. The 09 game. I heard they did a remaster of the 09 game for like the 10th anniversary. I might pick that up because.
Yeah, wasn't that supposed to be like the unofficial Ghostbusters 3?
It's basically Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
And you play
as like Harold Ramis involved with it.
Everybody was involved in it. All the original cast returned for the voice work, and Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd wrote the script.
Yeah.
It's funny. You play as a character that's like unnamed, just called Rookie. Which actually they should have let you use a build a character for it, but you're just stuck as this preset thing. Which why not name it then?
Generic video game protagonist.
Yeah, why not name it if you're stuck as a preset character? But the funny thing is, in the IDW Ghostbusters comic, that character from that game exists. They've never named him in the comic either. They just call him Rookie, but he like started another branch of Ghostbusters out in Chicago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the IDW comic's great. Like the way it references the history and all of it. But yes, that is very much Ghostbusters 3. It is the best Ghostbusters sequel we'll ever get.
I'll have to look and see if that... You got me curious now.
I think the 10th anniversary remaster came out on the Switch, so when I have a few extra bucks to throw together next time, I might actually... When I'm thinking of it, pick it up. You probably even download it on the Switch. And probably whatever other current systems are out.
Oh, Ghostbusters, the video game remastered.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on.
I had it for the 360, but it's like I ended up moving like a whole bunch of times in a couple of years. So my 360 sort of got boxed up when I was like halfway through it, and I've never like really hopped back into it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind.
on-
Wouldn't mind getting my hands on the remaster. Going to town.
Well, it's on Xbox One.
It should be on all the new systems.
Well, that's weird. I'm not seeing it on Amazon.
Dan Aykroyd. They might not have made a lot of them, to be honest. But Dan Aykroyd was actually in my area signing Crystal Skull vodka a couple months ago. I didn't have any time off for it, but otherwise I'd have probably gone off for it. Gone out.
The game is $19 on Xbox One and $37 on Switch.
Ooh, man.
That's nuts.
I wonder why it's so much less on an Xbox.
No idea. Oh, here we no wait, there's a 1999 version.
It might be like
it's not
the digital is $19.99. The physical is more.
No, this is the physical one. Huh, okay, I must have been looking at a wrong listing. Oh, in stock on September 15th. Okay. That makes sense. Huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that.
Yeah.
I loves me some Ghostbusters shit.
Oh, and it's Xbox One X enhanced. Okay. All right,
They tried to do some
one.
shitty game based on the reboot stuff, but that was nobody cared.
No.
Nobody
Okay, that's
cared.
that is officially on my radar.
It's a great game. Like I said, I got about halfway through it, but what I did play was fucking fantastic. And genuinely creepy at times. I mean, I wouldn't call it survival horror or anything, but like, there's a few fucking moments that are pretty creepy. Because you get everybody splits up and you gotta wander off on your own a whole bunch, and oh lordy.
And my inner boomer out, I actually downloaded that. I have Xbox Game Pass, so whatever free games I get, and the new Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, so I've got that downloaded. I haven't fired it up, but I've seen the videos of it. I mean, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get an Xbox One. I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I was mildly interested in getting a PS5 when the rumors were saying it was going to be backwards compatible with the previous 4. But I guess it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. Never mind.
Yeah, you have a better chance with the new Xbox console of it being backwards compatible.
It's like the only thing on PS4 I really want to play is fucking Spider-Man. There's there's a handful of games on PS3 I'd really like to play, but I'm not getting the system just for Spider-Man.
Well, and I mean, it would be better if they would throw the game on their streaming service. You could just get that, which is like $60 for an entire year, and you get access to the entire library they have. But they just haven't put the game up on it yet.
I got no interest in the sequel though, because it looks like they want to make it all about fucking Miles. It's like nobody cares. Nobody likes him. The Spider-Verse movie was the only time he was in danger of actually being a character. And even then, he was the least interesting aspect of that movie.
Careful, you might be approaching relevance.
It's like, yeah, his costume's cool, but so what?
Yeah.
I mean, if I want a biracial Spider-Man, I could have Spider-Man 2099, and he's at least fucking cool.
Yeah.
He's so biracial, his name is Miguel O'Hara. Well, we went on for about an hour and a half here, almost, so I think I'm going to wrap this up, because I do got some writing I want to work on.
Yep. Well, that's cool. Well, thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thanks for calling in. Save me from having to watch Wood Rocket.
Anytime.
God. Can't believe I got a Wood Rocket video that was boring. That's a new low. That's a new low for you, Wood Rocket.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, folks, if you enjoy the content I put out, do consider supporting the show. PayPal.me/TheBeckloff and Streamlabs.com/TheBeckloff.